just pulling out of James' house. Took it for a ride this morning. Right. Unfortunately, my camera, I don't know what's going on with it. It wants to die on me all the time, so I couldn't get any more footage from the wrecker. Basically hooked a couple air lines up, or hooked air up to it so we could trace some lines and stuff. Pretty much got it figured out to where he needed to be able to see the stuff. Figured out where the line was coming from, the leaks and whatnot. We come back and ordered some food, ate, hung out, did our fellowship. Now just taking off. Local guy come over yesterday, hang out with us for, you know, a few minutes here. Before I left, we changed the gaskets though. Still have one that's tapping a little bit, the same one. I'm thinking it's either warped or whatnot, but he's got a whole manifold, so if this one blows out again, I do have another seal I can slap in there if I need to. I'm down in Florida or whatever. Or I'm going to get a whole kit and we're just going to go through the whole thing and redo it. That's what he was saying we should do, so we'll see what happens. Just taking off though. It's about a 2-hour run over there, so should be over there about 10:40 on the show, on the Chad Keegan YouTube channel. The Jakes, but that's what it is, man. It's not as bad and noticeable as it was before, but I can still hear it. He said he couldn't hear it at all, so I mean, it works for me.
At the next stop sign, turn right.
I'm sure once I have the radio on, I won't be able to hear it, so it won't be that big of a deal, but it's just what it is. Maybe with time that seal will, that gasket will expand a little bit, or it'll get filled with some carbon and kind of seal it up some to where it won't be so noticeable. As long as that thing don't blow out again, I'll be okay. My problem is it's the one that just slides up around the bolt, so it could easily blow out, but I do have another one that's got both tops and stuff like that, so we'll see, I guess. It's just, it's a crapshoot, but I mean, worst case scenario, I'll bring it back over here and we'll change the whole thing out. So that's what's up. I'll catch back up with you once I get that trailer. Get something fancy. Took it for a ride this morning. Liked the way the engine sounded and stuff like that. And I just, not that I'm looking for somebody's approval, but I mean, it's nice to hear somebody else that's around engines, builds engines and stuff like that, go for a ride and then tell me, yeah, it's a good fucking motor. So feel good, man. That's trucking, boys. Let's get out real quick and I'll show you this little trailer. This is honestly insane that both times my first two trailers pulling with this truck off of outside of Ohio are both these trailers. Same thing, except that other one was beat up. This one's a little bit nicer because, well, it's brand new. So It's from the Dorsey. It came from Alba, but I picked it up somewhere else in Hansville. So, and that other one was this too, because those Amish guys put that stuff on, but these guys, these are brand new, so not bad. Getting ready to go drop it off down in Bradenton right now. I'm getting ready to head out. It's a little after 8, so just shined up the tires a little bit. I washed the truck yesterday because it was so dirty from coming down. I just pulled it up to a spray car wash and hosed it down with soap and water, and then got out and cleaned the stacks off because they were completely disgusting. But I plan on doing a little bit better of a job and cleaning up the interior and straightening some things out and doing some other things that I need to do. Once I stop for the weekend, probably what's going to happen, unless I can find something. But there's a 1-9 that isn't too far from where I'm dropping. I may go hang out at it. There's some parking, but I don't really want to stay there. But I don't mind the Flying J in Sefner, Florida. You know that, because I can walk across the street to the TA and get some beer. Didn't really sleep much last night, but that's trucking, man. I take some sleeping pills tonight, to be honest with you. Oh man, what's going on, y'all? Check that thing out. Some of you don't see every day, very often. Okay, Firebird, it looks like, Formula convertible. Let me walk and get closer. I guess we'll see. Oh man, what is going on? Currently at P-Niles Park, Florida. Booked a load yesterday on Monday. It's Tuesday right now for Maryland that was supposed to pick up down here, go to a Chesapeake College. It's a welding trailer, and of course the guy didn't say, hey, you need electric brakes and it's fifth wheel for a pickup truck. So I kindly I just called a guy and said, hey, look, I'm not gonna pull this trailer, blah blah blah, you need this stuff and I don't have this stuff, so I'm not gonna do it because I don't want to drag something that far with electric brakes. It's just what it is. But man, I got woke up by like a caravan of foreigners this morning that was parked right by my truck. It was 1 o'clock in the morning, was sleeping good. Kept on hearing something. I was like, man, what the hell is that? And I thought someone was next to me trying to get a truck started or something, because the truck had sat for a while since I'd been at the truck stop there in Sefner. And I thought maybe they're trying to get that started, because it just sounded like someone was clicking over a key or something. So I get up out of the bed because it sounded like someone was right under my bunk, and I'm like, man, what the hell? I get up and I look out of the mirror, and well, this big Ecoline Ford maroon van that had the passenger seat full of junk and crap. This guy, 3 boys, and his wife had their side doors open for their van, and they were using my tires and my truck as their kitchen table. So I kindly threw my clothes on real quick and got out and laid into them and said, get your shit off of my truck now, dude. Don't touch my stuff. Get away from my truck. Not to mention, they look like they could possibly have lice or something like that, and because their van stunk too. And not only that, I could smell it inside my truck. So instantly I'm pissed. I'm like, get your shit off my truck. And then I got back in and cooled down a little bit, and I went in to go shower because I'm like, man, I'm gonna run down and check this load out before I need to pick it up, because I was supposed to be down here at 8 a.m. and it was about 4. So I went and looked at it, and I'm like, yeah, this is electric. So I emailed the guy a shitty thing, because I wasted time yesterday sitting there waiting when I could have been looking for a load and finding something else. But I happened to stumble upon this load that's going from Siesta Key Beach up to St. Pete Beach. So I'm on my way to go grab that right now. So that's what's going on today. might be my lock bet. The trailer I was supposed to get wasn't ready. They said something was broke at first on the door. So they had to wait until the morning for someone come out to fix it, like whatever. Then it was, I get over there and I'm like, yeah dude, none of these doors are bad. This one is kind of bent up, but I mean, I pulled these trailers before. I could throw a strap on here and they'd be fine if you're worried about these coming undone or something. So the broker calls the people and they're like, well, the employees weren't there on time, so they didn't get it loaded all the way. So there's some guy there running around on a golf cart with a shirt on for the company that this is. But the guy tells me, the broker, that they hire people to do the jobs. They just drop the trailers and they source people off of like temp agencies and stuff. And apparently this guy didn't like somebody, and he had an attitude, and he thought he was going to cop it with me, like, yeah dude, it's fine if you stay here, just tuck up under the trailer, blah blah blah. So then when I tell him that the next time after I talked to him the first time, and I talked to like the property, the guy that's in charge of the property, because it was like condominiums, but he was the main guy that took care of everything. He was like, yeah, it's fine dude, don't worry about it, just take off in the morning, just go do your thing, it ain't no big deal. I'll come back, I've talked to this guy, and he gets all shit. He's like, you need to tell your boss that he needs to get a hold of JW and tell him get his employees over here and get it loaded. This thing don't need to be on the property still. If they're done with it, blah blah blah, it needs to be off the property. So I'm like, wow dude. I said, first of all, I am the boss. Secondly, that truck ain't moving until the broker tells me I'm clear. So that's who's paying me. I said, until then, you get a hold of the people that you work for or that you're contracted out to, and you talk to them, and they can get a hold of that broker. Once that broker gets a hold of me, I'll move that trailer. Until then, I'm not moving that truck, and I'm stuck under that trailer, so it's what it is. But I just couldn't believe it. I was blown away by that. So I go to the beach and stuff, do my thing, and come back a little bit later. The guy's all like, oh, I'm not trying to rush or anything, but it's all good. I talked to so-and-so, and I'm like, okay, whatever, dude. So I get in the truck a little bit later, and I call the broker, and I'm talking to him. He's like, let me reach out to him and see. He's like, yeah, it's ready, but they'd rather you wait until the morning to move it because they want someone to be there where you're going to. That way you know where to put it, because it's going to another hotel down in St. Pete. So what I'm basically going to do is St. Pete of Pass Grill or some shit like that, right on the corner of the island. There is places that you can park your car on the left and a right on both of the roads. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is I'm going to stop at the Skyway toll rest area and hang out there for a while, and then I'm going to pull down there like first thing in the morning. That way I'm already down there, because I don't really care. I told the dude, I said, I'll park on the side of the road, throw my flashers on or some cones out. This is like a restoration trailer for natural disasters. So cops are usually pretty lenient about stuff like that. So I'm not really too concerned about it. I just didn't want to sit there anymore. Went to the beach, went back, was in the ocean, went to this restaurant, got some fish, hung out, had some adult beverages, went back to the truck, talked to my wife, passed out, woke up and was like, it's time to go. It's time to go. So now we're trucking. That wasn't a bad little place, kind of snooty. I wasn't around like the hotels where like normal people were at. I was around the places where like people live there all year round, or they're snowbirds and they're you know, super expensive condominiums that they pay for. They don't want to be bugged or anything like that, or you know, I'm just a truck driver, so I may not be as good, but it's what it is. I just thought I'll sit at the bar and hang out with the bartender and you know, talk to a couple of waitresses that come around. Other than that, I could care less talk to anybody. I don't know if the way that employee was talking to me, I just thought, you got a lot of nerve, dude. I don't know who you think you are. Toothless fuck. car, my bad. Probably half a mile out to the fucking water before I even got up to my waist. But I mean, clear as day. Sand was beautiful. It's that nice fine powdery shit that's super sticky. And that was a pain in the butt, but it's what it is. Outside it was the water sprinkler.
Good morning. It is, let's see, 7:20. I'm at Point Pita Pass, Point Pass, I don't know, the dog park beach right now. Parked for the night, or woke up at midnight and cruised on over here because I knew there wasn't going to be any traffic to deal with, period. Which was nice, so I gotta get a hold of these people and see who's coming and what time they're going to be here to meet me so I can drop this trailer and skeet out. I was looking for, see if there's any restaurants open that were close that I could get a coffee at, if you know what I mean. But I didn't really see anything. You know, wish that guy wouldn't have just took off. Wish he'd have stopped and been like, hey, you can't park here. And I've been like, well, I'm waiting to drop the thing right here. But I guess not. Yeah, this thing pulled great. Oh, I had the downshift one time going up to, or just dropped it down. I split the gears when I was going up that Skyway bridge because it's a pretty tall one. But other than that, it's not too bad. It's a pretty cool place to wake up to next, if you know what I mean. Besides the sand, and it is extremely damp here. So other than that, not too shabby. I got sand in there because I put down my bags dropped down, so I always drop the landing gear and stuff at night. Yeah, so it's going over there somewhere. I just don't know where, and I'm not allowed to just go over there and drop it, or I would have. So I may pull over here and drop it right there and try to. I mean, the closest place is going to be like probably 3-4 miles away, maybe. I guess, I don't know. I'll probably get a hold of the broker here shortly, send him some pictures, and see if he has any clue about what time these people are supposed to be here. But, man, not bad, man. Not bad little location to start your hump day off at, if you know what I mean. Had me some fish and shit, like I said, so that was nice. But, and now it's just a waiting game. Maybe check to see if there's any odd loads on the board from last night. I don't think so, because I looked and I didn't see nothing. All these places over here are like run down. There's a big section of concrete back there that's like completely toe up from the flow up. So yeah, these places must have got trashed. Just picked up a trailer from Globe Trailers in Bradenton, Florida, and we are headed north to Philadelphia, Mississippi. I believe to an Indian reservation is what the lady said, because there's a casino there. So I guess, I don't know. Check it out when we get there tomorrow. Well, later today I'm gonna get up as far as possible and then like get an hour away, whatever kind of truck stop I can find or anything like that, and do it. It's a nice black in-dump. It's super sharp. I should have did a walk around real quick, but I didn't, because I was doing some other stuff and I don't like to sit for too long.
This is a busy area down here, and I want to get north of Tampa before shit starts to get heavy, and I want to get through the Bradenton section that's heavy before shit starts to get real bad, because I picked up that first lowboy RGN whatever with the pony motor that I took up to Indiana. I pulled that with the blue truck when the relay blew out on me, and that thing was I got stuck in traffic around the Bradenton area where the I believe maybe it's Sarasota, maybe it was a little bit more south. Either way, I got stuck somewhere where the outlets are at, and it took me forever. And just going through Tampa and stuff on 75 is just busy too. So I want to just try to smooth all that out, because I was going to pick this later and then hang out. Then I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just going to run it up during the day. I want to get as close to where I can to drop it first thing in the morning. That way I can start looking for a load and maybe move more north, if you will. But it's a nice looking unit. So you'll be able to check it out here. Stupid mother. Everybody's turning that way. You'll check it out probably tomorrow or later on. I don't know. I'll do a walk around sometime. Walk around for you sometime. Till then, we're headed north, baby. I can't believe this thing weighs 25,000 pounds already, so insanity. Put it here, we want it over there, there's cars there, they got to move them, I got to pull out, then I got to back around, blindside back around off the road, and then blindside, or back into this place, and of course the guy that moved his car where it was at a bad spot, moves his car to an even worse spot. So I got to wait for this guy to move. I'm catching trees and stuff because I'm jackknifing it off the road to get it into this place, because it was that moving trailer with the set axle, so it was kind of a pain in the butt, but finally, after like 4 tries, I did it, and I just had to keep going forward back once I got it to where I wasn't clipping every tree on this side. So, finally got it. Dude tipped me 40 bucks. I went from there up to, God, what was it? Someplace down there. They let me use the bathroom and gave me a cup of coffee, and I would have paid for it. The wharf. Went to the wharf. I'm like, hey, you guys open? They're like, no, but I'm like, man, I just looking for some coffee, blah, blah, blah. They're like, we can, $2.75. Why wouldn't I take that? Which way are you trying to take me? 41 north, 8.4 miles. Oh, you want me to go all the way up there? She wants me to skip around all the BS, so I guess we're going through town. But got coffee, went to the bathroom, thank God. Then I drove down a little bit farther to where like the public pay beach was at, and they had the little outside shower. So I went, jumped in the water real quick, booked this load, seen I got it, went back, filled out the carrier packet, everything I needed to. Then I went back to the little shower, and I took some shampoo and a bar of soap because it was 10 o'clock in the morning and nobody was around. So I gave myself a nice shower there. Come back, filled out the rest of the stuff, and pretty much got ready and slid over here. So that's what's going on right now. That is what is going on. And this trailer, I could slide the fifth wheel forward some, but I'm not going to. And I should have just went and jumped on 75 and dealt with it. But it's what it is. We still go around all the stop and go traffic, but to be honest with you, I would probably get on at a spot where 64 is where the stuff gets real bad, so that's probably where it's heavy right now, which I can't see. Oh, it's backtracking. That's why she don't want me to go. And 64's up here, Ellington. That's where it's always backed up at. So it's what it is, but it's all good. I guess we'll just jump on 275 and then head over. So we'll see you, folks. In the middle where my glad hand is, my release is right. I don't even know if the kingpin's right center in the middle of the drive. So, but it's what it is. It'll be fine. It's a little tuggy, but whatever. Should be a good time. I need to check and see where the cheap fuel's at and grab me a splash and get up. I probably got a little under half a tank right now, so I know I'm good to go. Get some miles, probably around Wildwood or something like that. I could probably get up here and get a splash, but I thought about, I don't think Sefner's going to be any cheaper, and I kind of just want to roll past there because that place is always super busy because they have the cheapest fuel at that Flying J, but I'm really not interested in going there, so whatever. Well, here's a quick one for you, folks. So walk around real fast of this Globe trailer with the truck. Just ran through some pretty extensive rain. I stopped in, I'm in Mariana, Florida real quick for a quick splash of 50. And then I'll get some when I get to Meridian, Mississippi when I stop, because they got it the cheapest up there, $2.87. So I'll probably fill up there, but I've got enough now. It's basically full to get me up there. It's still got like 300 and some miles to go, but from the last time I'd filled this up, I was at 738 miles, and I divided that by 100, so I was getting 7.3 miles a gallon, if that's correct. So I don't know, maybe I used that much, maybe I didn't, maybe I used more, maybe I used less. I don't know, because I did a lot of idling, sitting, and I also had to jerk that trailer around this morning, so it's what it is. I got to fill up my login and I'm boogieing, so we got. Oh man, what is going on? Just rolling north here. Someone asked if they could see the speedometer and the RPM gauge while I was rolling and wanted this view. Well, there you go. This wheel's in the way because Walt's crooked, and when the Kenworth dealership had the truck in, they were supposed to straighten it out when I was in the accident, but they didn't. So, and I've done about everything I could. I'm not sure what to do. I'm taking the whole thing apart, all the linkage and stuff on down, gearbox and everything, unhooked everything and tried to turn it, and I don't know. So every time I would lose my turning radius from left to right, or it would be ass backwards, or it would just go around and this would be right up here. So I don't know. Anybody knows how to do that, tell me and I'll try it maybe one of these days. Other than that, I don't know what's going on with that. But I'm rolling north. I'm south of Nashville, probably. I think I'm like 75 miles or something like that. Probably roll through Nashville about 435, which is fine because I'm bobtailing. Couldn't find anything down there. Did have a gentleman that I pulled one of those little the brand new flatbed down to Bradenton. He got a hold of me and said, hey, there's a stack of flatbeds in Alba. You want to take them back to the place that you picked them up? I said, dude, I'm 4 hours from Alba. I'm over 200 miles away. For the rate, I would have been like 450 miles, and they were only paying 800. And I told him, I said, I would have to get more. And I just told him it was too far away, and I'm trying to head north because I really didn't want to do. I could have went down there and got it because it was a 24-hour pickup, but I probably would have been there before they closed. The only problem is I would have had to sit with those flatbeds overnight and wait, and I really don't want to sit there idle in a truck in a 35-degree situation because I don't, you know what I mean? I don't have a heater that I could run constantly. I do have the generator now. If I had the right heater, I could run the generator all night because that thing will run for 8 hours and run an extension cord in the put out enough heat to keep me warm, so I'm not even trying to deal with that shit right now. I need to get home and get my plate. I need to get home and get the title switched out of my name, so I can take the blue truck off the insurance, so I'm not paying for both the trucks, because that's expensive and I'm not doing that. This truck is running fine. There's some stuff I want to do when I get home. All my tea products are at home. They're sitting on the porch. Kim says I have a super heavy box, so I need my equipment. I need to make some room. I need to get some things. I need to do some stuff. So I'm just running home, checking the load boards frequently to see if there's anything en route that I can grab, kind of like I did when I was coming back the last time in the blue truck, and I grabbed that load from that Walmart DC that ran up to Michigan. But I haven't seen anything that's decent yet, but I did check the weather up there's like 31 degrees and getting ready to snow, so or it's 33 and getting ready to snow. So Kim says, are you stopping? I said, yeah, to grab a splash, or if I'm tired. Other than that, I'm just rolling. So what it is, the truck's doing good, it's doing fine. I'm kind of curious on how the mileage, what I would get bobtailing. So that's kind of an experimental thing. Sometimes you do that stuff. It's something I need to know. I mean, I could have bobtailed over and got that load and spent the time, but then I would have, wasted a whole day, and I would rather get up to the house and get the things done that I need to do, because that's what's important to me, versus making a little bit of scratch on something when I got things to take care of, to where I'm saving money, not spending money. Sometimes you gotta spend money to make money, and right now I'm just spending money on fuel, but that's not bad, because I stopped in Tuscaloosa and grabbed a splash of 50, and until this thing, I'm probably gonna be able to make it up to Bowling Green, Kentucky area, somewhere around there, before I need fuel again. Maybe even farther, I don't know, but I'll grab another splash probably south of maybe somewhere in Kentucky, and then that may make it all the way home. And if that does, then that's what I'm talking about. That'll be 100 gallons at probably somewhere close to 700 miles. So if I don't know, I just did the math when I was at Mariana this morning or last night, and it was at well over 7 pulling those flatbeds, and even with that dump trailer, I know that dump trailer didn't do very well, because that thing had that air and those ripples on the side that just, you don't get good fuel mileage with that, especially running 55 up and down hills, following people at 11 o'clock at night that are doing 45 because it's dark and they're scared to drive, and you're sitting there shifting, downshifting, upshifting, and you can't pass nobody because it's a 2-lane road and it's dark and curvy and uphill, downhill, and there's just nowhere to pass it. When they do have the passing lanes, that's when those people want to speed up. So I just figured, fuck it, if you want to drive like that, I'm going to ride my ass right behind you with my bright ass lights in your mirrors and see how you like that. If you don't like that, then you'll let me pass you when the lanes are open. If you don't, then it's just what it is. But yeah, I'm just rolling, headed north, so I'll probably see you when I get to the house, because I do check randomly, probably about there's Tennessee travel. I thought about stopping here and sleeping for a few hours and then running like I normally do, but I don't necessarily have a load to do that with, so I don't need to. And like, it's 40 some degrees here. I'm not sitting, I don't want to idle the truck. If I'm going to run the truck, I probably get better fuel mileage running the truck at 16 miles per hour than I do if I'm sitting there bobtailing. I know they say that's a gallon an hour, but I think this thing probably uses a little bit more, and I just don't, I don't want to do that. So I'm not in the mood to do that kind of stuff. I've been gone for over a week. It was 8 days yesterday, 9 days today. Tomorrow will be 10 days once it hits midnight. So plus I got shit to do at the house, even though it'll be cold. I gotta get home and get things done, because I would like to be able to grab, like, if there's some must-need stuff at the beginning of the week before Christmas, for the Whirlpool Distribution Center over there in Clyde. They had that right before Thanksgiving. They had people taking the days off, so they had some mega loads going on, but I didn't want to get the blue truck out because it was too cold. Now this thing, on the other hand, is a sweat box. I'd have no problems going and grabbing some with this and doing some shit, so we'll see what happens. I mean, I'll bring you back if I do grab something, and if not, I'll see you at the house probably.
Nighttime trucking. Oh man, we got something going on over here. It's probably 10:30 your time. I don't know where you're at, but I'm in just north of Louisville in Indiana, exit 16 or mile marker 17 now. Something's going on up here. Couple mile backed up traffic, cut down to one lane. Kept on saying you need the left lane. They said something about US Express did something here, so we're finally starting to get up to where we can rubberneck a little bit. This guy got next to me, so I just started like slow rolling with him, and then so everybody would get over, and you know what I mean, because if not, everybody wants to run up on the freaking right hand side, and I don't know if he's got a CB or not, but it's Canadian, eh? He's got Ontario plate. Yeah, that was the second arrow to get the fuck over. So I don't know. Don't know. There's some cones. I was doing good too. We're at 265 miles to go. Personal conveyance. Oh, they're grabbing cones. Maybe it's over. Yeah, it must be. Well, that was a waste of fucking